Welcome to another Get Ready Traders live session. I am your host, Luis Rodriguez, and I am excited you're here. Today we are doing live technical analysis and stepping right into the futures market. Whether it's NASDAQ, gold, US30, or even crypto, we will be looking for the best trading opportunities as they set up in real time. If this is your first time here, buckle up. The market moves really fast and we'll be breaking it all down with a clear, efficient approach in 90 minutes or less. Before we get started, do me a huge favor. Hit that like, subscribe, and share this session so other traders like you can join us. I really appreciate your support. All right, the markets are moving, familia, so let's get started and enjoy the session. Good morning. Your friend, the educator, Luis Rodriguez, live on a Monday. What's up, familia? What's up? How's everybody doing? I am doing fantastic, as usual. And we are here to make some money. Hello, everyone. Hello. I'm bringing my screen up. There you go. How's everybody doing? Hello, Tony. Hello, Rochelle. Hello. Hey, Renee. Hello, Lisa. Hello, everyone. We are here on a Monday, ready to look at the market and look at trading opportunities, familia. I've been digging into some of this stuff already, and it's pretty cool what the market is doing. Hello, Angie. Hello, everyone. All right, so everybody had a good weekend. I had an amazing weekend. It was a good Mother's Day weekend, and there was a lot going on. Happy to be back. All right, familia. Let's get grinding here. Easy trading. As we understand, tomorrow will be CPI, and the market loves to consolidate prior to a big CPI event. And what the market is doing here, very clearly consolidating. And as we know, consolidating markets, we just have to bring our bags of tools for a consolidating market day. So let's see how much money we can make today on this market. All right, so easy breezy, familia. I'm not going to dig a lot into this. Basically, the market is pushing to the upside. We got to focus in buying in the market. Hey, look at that. Look who's here. What's up, Wayana? Good morning. Good to see you. How's Mr. Quentin? I hope he's around. I watch him all the time on Facebook. I'm a big fan of his baseball experiences. But glad you're here. All right. So the market is consolidating, familia. Again, too easy to trade, and we got to focus into buying the market again unless something changes. Let's keep attention to our news sources. As we know, Mr. Trump likes to send tweets here and there, and anything that we can see that can affect the market, we can see drastic moves. I haven't seen many spikes happening. It's very quiet. So let's just trade safe, okay? Let me hold on just a second. I'm bringing my news source here from Bloomberg. I need to bring on Bloomberg TV. Oh, come on. Okay. Hello, Josh. Hello, my friend. We're gonna make some money. By the way, I'm starting the $1,000 challenge with I'm not gonna call it a challenge. I'm gonna call it experience. I'm tired of these challenges. I'm gonna call it a $1,000 experience. Following my logbook following my daily logbook, which I'm going to go over. If you guys had it, if you guys have the book, you guys can do it with me. If not, you guys can watch it how I do it. Where is this stuff? Trying to get the news here. 1 second. Oh, there you go. All right. So, got it. And don't worry, familia. No rush. I'm not rushing into the market. The market is just too easy to trade today. My God, I had a little pressing yesterday. I think it was a little bit too much, but I'm very excited to get it. As you guys know, my only thing as a trader that I do is watches. I love watches. So yesterday I rewarded myself with a very nice watch. Waiting for it this week, and yeah. Anyways, that was my experience over the weekend, and very excited for that. But going back into the stuff that we're doing today. So our logbook here, I will start to this thing today. I already have the money on my broker. I put some of that in a different account, and I'm gonna start this today. So starting with page 37, I believe it's the first one, the journal. Perfect. I do this stuff like every day, so obviously like all my other stuff that is right before all of this, I already done it. Like my emotional levels are to the top right now. Very positive mindset. I need to bring my pen up. Okay, first day, boom. And I need to switch my glass. Okay, so the first thing I will do is a pre-session mental check to understand my mental state and understand how much risk I can take. So, okay, I am well rested. My energy high and sharp, yes. I am locked in, I'm gonna say mostly there. Calm and steady, 3. All right, so 3, 3, so 8 and 11. So I got a grade A for risk. So grade A, I mark it here. So I am risking today, capital obviously $1,000, and I'm doing a full risk, obviously, 2%, and my target is only $60. 3 trades, $60. The setups that I have, obviously, they have to point to the upside. As I said, I got to focus into the upside, but that's pretty much the first step. And the instrument NAS, and will be for the New York session. And today is 05 11. All right. So the first thing that I like to do is understanding how is my mental check and understand how much risk I can take. So that's good. I'm all right with this. So if you guys have it, just go through it so you guys can understand your risk. More than anything. All right, now I got to go through the setup. My friend Renee has 1,000 euros on it. Remember, Renee, just 60 euros. Don't make more. So you can make more. It's just like don't try to make $1,000 today, right? Even if you make $40 on this trade, whatever you do, make sure that please you don't trade anymore. If you lose also, you stop. But if you make money, make sure that you're not trading in the afternoon on this account, because tomorrow we're going to repeat it again. All right, that's how you're going to increase this account. You focus then on your what do you call it, prop firms. All right, we got 15 minutes. Now I'm going to focus in the setups. All right, so let's be really careful with this market. Why? Let's read it. Let's read it together, okay, familia? Asia, right here. Market opening. There was a huge gap on the opening. It was already covered. But look at the kind of like price action that has been happening here. To the upside, right? Sellers kick in, got everybody out. Push back up. Here got everybody out as well. Like it has been clearing liquidity, building liquidity to the upside, building liquidity to the downside. But this push here got kicked everyone that was here, right? So right now, there's liquidity sitting around this area. Liquidity sitting around this area. So I want to focus in a liquidity drawn first. If I see the liquidity being drawn here, then I need to focus into buying the market. Remember, I want to buy the market. That's gonna be my trade for my log. I want to buy the market. Now, how much I'm gonna put into this? 0.50 on lot sizes. I think 0.50 will do it. All right. And okay. Circle here. Intraday trade. We're gonna focus into buying the market first. Believe it or not, this here, it is extremely dangerous. Why? Because these points here. Alright. It's gonna be a very tricky Monday, so please, familia, let's do this properly, right? If the market pushes down, let's see how if it's gonna break this zone or not. But I want to focus into buying the market. We gotta let the market do what it's supposed to do. Let it flow. Don't try to gamble like guessing where it's going, because right now it can truly just push up, boom, done. Or it can do the liquidity drawn first, which is what I want to see. All right. All right. So the area I would like to focus mainly is this here, this area. For price to get there. Intraday. Scalping. I'm gonna wait for the price to come here to this point and see the reaction after that, so it can turn up. Now if we break this, what I'm saying is watch it, because if something goes wrong and he breaks this point here, poof, big drop. Honestly, familia, I can't tell you that will happen today because of the CPI tomorrow. It could, but very unlikely. The price loves to consolidate prior to CPI. It loves to stay in range. All right, let me look into the 1 hour time frame. If it break this, clearly you can sell. Okay. Anybody clear on this game plan, or does anyone has a different opinion? I'm telling you guys the trades I'm gonna be taking on my own accounts. All right. My prop firm accounts, I'm only gonna aim for like $500 today, and I'm not gonna trade them anymore. With the multiplier, of course, but I'm just gonna aim for like $500. If I make more, amazing. If not, not a big deal. It's a Monday. And just let the market flow. No rush. No rush. The best part of this stuff is that we're not doing this on futures, okay? Gold is tanking like hell, really? Oh, it's going to the upside. Ay, ay, ay. So if gold is going to the upside, it is a pretty good. Why do I have all this stuff here? If gold is pushing to the upside, it's a pretty good chance that NAS can fall down hard. Pretty good chance of that, okay? Just pay close attention to it when the market opens. I'm gonna navigate to the 5-minute time frame because we're gonna be doing a scalping, okay? I am not gonna do any trade until I see the market doing the liquidity drawn first. All right, if I don't see it, I don't take it. I'm not going to be reading the chat because I truly need like more screens now. I got now 2 brokers open that I'm gonna be trading at the same time, CFDs and futures at the same time. So I can't read the chat. All right, I just have too many screens open. Unless I move it. You know what? Hold on. I'm gonna move it to another screen that I'm not using. I needed more screens. I need more screens. I want to see if I can get another setup. Just need too many screens. All right. We got 7 minutes. Let me see if I do this first. Hold on. I just need. I think I'm good there. Very excited to start this stuff with you guys, online, and go into this journey. Starting today, a 12 months journey. At the end of the session, regardless of what happened, end of the day, I'll take a picture of my sheet and I'll share it with you guys on the VIP. I'm gonna share it on the VIP. How am I? Well, should I share my notes? The notes are very personal. I'm not gonna put any of my notes. I'm just gonna show you how I'm filling it up. Then my notes, again, that's like personal stuff. Like you gotta put in my notes. I like to write how I feel, my environment, my thoughts, like all that stuff. I like to. It's like a journal. I'll write all that down there. So in a month or even 3 months down the road, I can go back to it and evaluate it to see how I am improving or if I'm not improving. If I don't journal it, it's like it didn't happen. It's just gonna stay there, and I can repeat the same mistakes all over again. By my wrist, I'm good. Nobody's bothering me, so I am Great. You got 5 minutes. Just remember, familia, to be grateful. Whatever will happen, you win or you lose, be grateful for it. This experience to you is an experience of growth more than anything. You're doing it for a reason. All of this stuff that you're doing is for a reason. You guys know it better than me. I know my whys. They are in my book. And we're not doing this alone. We're doing this together, okay? Remember to share your experiences, that you are open to talk in the group. That's what we're here for. We're here to help each other, not to criticize ourselves, not to bring gossips, not to bring nothing negatives around us. We are beings of light. Our Creator wants the best for us, and we're here for a reason, okay, familia? So let's go for it. We got 4 minutes and the market is just consolidating there. It's just dancing and dancing and dancing. Let's go. Come on, price. Give us some big moves. Okay. This is the initial balance here, high and low point. Not well, that was from London. New York will open very shortly. This is a pre-market. Pre-market values. New York low, New York high. This is London initial balance, London initial balance high. These lines here. New York will start in 3 minutes. Okay. I need to be very quick on this. All right, familia. All right, all right, all right. Life is beautiful, familia. Okay, we got 2 minutes. Okay. I need to get read price action here to the best of my abilities. Remember that there's like 10 to 20 seconds behind in YouTube. I'm giving you the game plan so you guys can understand when to take the trades or not. Just because it's gonna be really fast, okay? It's the only thing I dislike about this stuff, that delay. So if the market comes and break this point here, I'm going to be buying if you break this to the upside. Need to watch it like a hawk. Okay. Remember, I'm not reading the chat because of I'm gonna be buying. We got a few minutes. Let's see. Market opens. 3, 2, 1. Boom. Initial balance of New York. There you go. Liquidity run. Remember, it's gonna move up and down. So do not worry, my friends. The market is going to move a lot. Many transactions moving everywhere. Okay. Oh boy. Jesus, he broke it. Let's go to the upside. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go. Yes, 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 yes. Jesus. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Come on. Keep pushing. To the X, to the X, to the X, to the X. Boom. Holy moly. There you go, familia. Done deal. Done deal. He broke it. Took that little trade in my futures account. Not on my CFD because I was waiting for a liquidity drawn intraday. My futures account, I took this trade. Breaking this to the upside. Already hit the X. Jesus. Thank you, God. Thank you, God, for everything. There you go, familia. There you go. Perfect. I have a trailing stop on this stuff. It's gonna probably create another higher high. Probably. Already in the area, familia. Jesus, in less than 2 minutes. Boom. Okay. I took this trade on my futures account, not on my CFDs. On my CFDs, I was waiting for liquidity drawn at the bottom. My futures, as I said, if you break this, I was gonna take this buy. Broke it, took it. It's still riding on it. There you go, higher high, boom. It's to the end of the world. Keep buying, keep buying. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go. Wow, that's amazing, 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 amazing. I'm not reading the chat, familia. I am not reading the chat. There you go. Amazing, amazing. Angie making 388. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Plan executed to perfection. Plan executed to perfection. Plan executed to perfection. As I said, I only wanted to make 500 bucks. Now I'm in trouble. Oh my God, that's my biggest problem with Apex now, because of this consistency rule. I keep breaking all the time. With take profit trader, I don't have that, which is a good thing, but it's the limitations I get with this stuff. I have to close the transactions before time, and if I leave them running, which I don't care, it's like my consistency rule just moves higher, and then I have to do something else. Yeah, you're out. Good, good, good. All right, all right, all right, familia. And as you guys notice, I'm not looking at that point at candle patterns. I'm literally just looking at price. That's why you guys just see like a little line. I honestly don't care when the market is opening to this like candle formations or like wick size or none of that stuff. Once the price come down, the volatility comes in, then yeah, we want to see the candle, we want to see the wicks and all that fun stuff. But when there's high volatility, I really don't care about it. It doesn't matter. I only see colors. That's all I see. It's reaching higher highs again, and it's SP 500 went to the moon. Some point is gonna come down, and again it's consolidating, so it's hard for me to believe that this thing is gonna keep doing what every day has been doing. But again, I mean, I'm not the market maker, so it can push to the upside even higher, but it should consolidate within this area all day. That's what happened by the books. Look at that. Pushing to the downside like crazy. So when I see the liquidity being drawn here, then I will trade my CFDs account. But I gotta watch for this because this thing can push even further down. If it does, then I'm not trading until I see the market recovering and pushing back to the upside. Then I will trade my CFDs for intraday and leave that transaction running to God knows when. I made a sell on my pre-T 300. Oh my God, Renee, you're making money to both sides. Look at that. That's beautiful. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Back to the previous day closing price. Just watch out, familia. This thing can move. That was a drastic drop from the top. Initial balance did a higher high, all-time high, and initial balance low right here. That's where price started. For traders that love to trade that, like the initial balance information, it's not too clear. There's traders that only trade that. They let the market flow for the first like 15 minutes, and then whichever area break first, the top or the bottom, they just go through it. This strategy works very well. Very well. Even in a week, let's say you fail maybe 1 or 2 transactions, but you probably will get like 4, 3, right? And you will make a lot of money doing that. Here we go. It's coming. I am done with futures, and let's see CFDs now, waiting for liquidity drawn. And then I will leave that transaction running all the way to the afternoon. I just want to make $60. That's all. $60. And even if I don't make it, let's say I don't open any transaction or things don't fall the way I want it, it's okay. It's okay, because what's gonna happen, there's gonna be days that you just simply don't trade because your conditions are not there. But there's gonna be other days that you're gonna make more than just whatever is required by the book. What's gonna matter is at the end of the week how you're gonna balance things out. Right, you're gonna see the numbers at the end of the week, where you're supposed to be. Then if you're off by a few numbers, and then the week after you're gonna be probably over, it's always gonna be balancing out like after the end of the month, or you're gonna be very high or not too high. But that compounding effect is what's gonna make your account grow. Oh my God, I got so many delivery people coming in today. Just let's keep watching the price here, family. All right, let's just keep watching. Just a second, family. I'll be back. I got a delivery guy here. Be right back. Prices stayed in the same area. There you go. I'm back, familiar. It's idling a little bit. Okay, is price coming down or it's going up? Josh, brother, don't get desperate, all right? Just wait for your opportunity and trade. Even if you stay cash, it's okay. All right. All right. So we got a top and bottom on the initial balance, and it's like right in the middle of both areas. Look, initial balance high, initial balance low, and it's like at the 50%, just not going anywhere. It's totally fine. Totally fine. Hey, you guys saw what happened last week with Donald Trump releasing information about UFOs, and that was so crazy. Now apparently UFOs are real. Can you believe that? Oh boy. What would you suggest profit target today on a 50K pay account? So I said, bro, $100. Like, for honestly, I'm gonna tell you something about trading. What really matters is not the number. What really matters is the consistency that you can do or have every day. The numbers, they show up, they come, and the accumulation of consistency is what's gonna get you to the other side. My God, like SP 500 is going higher high, so probably NASDAQ is gonna follow, creating another higher high. SP 500 is pushing really high. Even with the 50% consistent, oh, okay, you're talking about Apex. So with the 50% consistency rule, what I like to do the first day, I like to push it as far as I can. For example, the 50K account, what I would do, probably try to aim like 500, 400. Like honestly, $500 sounds like a good number, because then the next day you got to do half of that. That's why they apply that consistency rule on Apex. That's a healthy way to do it. That honestly, familia, that's the one thing I like a lot about what Apex is doing, because they are enforcing people to have proper trading behaviors. Like, I love what Take Profit Trader has, because there's no limit on what you can do. So in a day, if you can make $10,000, you can do it. Period. That's amazing. But only if you know how to trade that way. Most people want to give home runs every single day because it's about an ego. They believe that if you do a home run every single day, you're the best trader in the world, and you have to prove everybody in the whole world that you're the best trader in the world. And that's poison. You don't have to prove anyone that you're better than anyone. You have to prove yourself that you can bring money to your family on trading. That's it. Even if it's $500. You know how cool that is? You could come into your wife or your husband and say, hey, listen, I earned these $500 from the internet. You know, like sitting on my computer doing this stuff. I brought $500 that I can go and pay for a dinner. That's amazing. You know? And we all want to make a living out of this, but you can only make a living if you bring consistency. If you understand consistency well, not home runs. The accumulation of that is what's going to get you to the big numbers. It's not doing $10,000 in one day and then losing $15,000 the next day. You know how many traders I know that they go online on Instagram or any of these social media only showing when they're doing home runs, but they don't show you like all the fails that they have. That's crazy. And so you don't say anything, they come and show you maybe one or two losses, but then they show you all the big home runs just to bring their ego up and say, hey, listen, I am the best trader in the world. You know how many times I hear that online? I am the #1 trader on this. I am the best trader of the world. Like, seriously? Nonsense. If I'm good at something, I just said I'm good at this, but I can't say I'm better than no one. As a matter of fact, here in this group, I believe there's tons of people way smarter than me in many things. I got like all of you guys. I think everybody's smarter than me. I am no better than anyone. I just have a lot of experience, a lot of education, and I'm just really good in what I do because of that. But I am no better than anyone here. That's my thought. It's not my personal thought. I like to keep my foot on the ground at all times, and I'm always open to learn from anyone. If anybody here, like the other day, I brought a question to the group, things that I don't know. I don't know everything. But that's what the community is for, so we can help each other. And keep those egos down, my friend. Ego will not take you anywhere. Market is coming down because SP 500 is reacting. Okay, all right, so you're doing this now, right? market is playing a little bit. Oh God, come on. It's consolidating now. Volatility is dying. You gotta wait for me. We gotta wait. We gotta wait. My coffee is finished. So how's everybody doing today, my friends? Everybody good? Gotta wait. Don't get desperate. Just wait. Liquidity drawn first, and then execution. So Josh, okay, let's say you got your 50K accounts. What I would do, I would aim for as much as I can get today. Rough number, 500 bucks, but if you get 200, 300, you're good. Miss a bunch, but thanks for doing. Yeah, no worries, Rochelle. Like, you're not missing a trade. Like, when you're trying to take a trade, if you don't understand something, it is better for you to not trade it. If I am trading it and you're not, don't worry about it. It's better for you to miss a trade than actually lose a trade. Okay? If you're unsure of something, don't do it. Trading is about the accumulation of knowledge about setups that you have in your mind. And you are going to execute only what you know and what you feel safe taking. If you don't feel safe taking those trades, don't take them. You just wait for the thing that for something that you know that works. And when you understand something else, then you're like, oh, now I got another strategy in my head. Now I can wait for it. Boom, execute. Didn't take it, no worries. Oh, I missed your show. Was that a Cairo visit? Oh, I see. Okay, cool. No worries, my friends, no worries. It looks like it's doing a little triangle correction there. I'm gonna navigate to the 1 minute time frame. I want to see a lot of details here. So, by the way, this is done already. I'm going to clear this. Already hit the X, so I'm good. That is in it. Executed to perfection trade is done. So let's see if it's gonna do a wedge to the bottom or not. Probably bouncing out of previous day closing price. Let's see. It's falling. It's falling. I want to see liquidity drawn first so I can buy on my CFDs and just make 60 bucks. Just aiming to make 60 bucks. Oh boy. It is coming down. It is coming down, down. Bouncing of the previous day closing price. Okay. God. You are amazing. Buyers and sellers are fighting this area here. Let me turn on the liquidation lines. I had that off because there were so many things on. I'm gonna turn on the sessions indicator. There you go. Now we got more information here. Getting close to the buy zone. Getting close to the buy zone. Probably gonna be buying from here. Turn on fair value gap. So I'm gonna turn this on. I'm gonna be focusing buying from here. Come on. Give me another explosion, my friend. Okay. Let's go. Buying very soon. I need to adjust this. Looks like it's creating like just a channel to the downside. Okay. This is the 50%. It's still within the initial balance. It's just below the 50% of the initial balance now. It's 957. It's very mixed. The 15-minute time frame is a bear pattern, but everything is pushing to the downside. That's what I want to see. I want to see liquidity drawn first here. And obviously we got to cash these numbers. See how liquidity was drawn here? We got to cash that. We got to make sure that we see this and it completely turn around. Like I want to see that and then a complete turn around so I can buy into the market with my CFD account. If I see several of this being formed, it's probably because it wants to break it and then fall down hard. But if it doesn't, then we are making some money. Come on, I want to get this thing. What happened with Trump? This guy is not doing anything. Trump, I miss you, buddy. Why are you not sending a tweet or? He's been very quiet. What happened with Mr. Trump? So, US-Iran may resume talks as early as next week. Oh. God. They're probably taking a break. Taking some vacation on this war. Can you imagine that people can take vacations in a war? Crazy. Oh. Just got away familiar. Just wait, my friend. Just wait. Oof. 10 a.m. 10 a.m. and price is not reacting. Come on, try to create another higher high. That'll be fun. SP500 is fighting. It looks like it wants to drop. Creating just a wick in the 50-minute time frame. But if SP500 drops, then you guys will see NAS in a big drop. Okay, let's go. Okay. Wow. There you go. There you go, go, go. Go, gadget, go. Go, gadget, go. Come on. Very quiet because I am watching this market do a move so I can decide if I'm gonna trade it or not. Remember, familia, this is your chance to ask questions too. If you guys have any questions, write it in the chat. Don't be afraid. Gold is dropping hard. After going so high. Well, it's just a little drop. US oil is now at 96. Every time I do this thing, my entire screen shrinks because it's trying to rearrange everything. See, it's back to the 50% of that drop if it's gonna go and touch this area here or not. Already went to the buy zone and then trying to climb back up slowly and steady. My screen does the same. So annoying, I know. Is it because of the indicators? It's part of what I don't like to load my screen with indicators. I do it just to help out, to make quicker decisions in the scalping, but I am not an indicator trader. I hate it actually. The only indicator that I like to see on the screen is this, and sometimes the EMAs and volume profile. But all this stuff here is like I can't understand it without it. Just reading price action. All right, so doing a little flag here, a little flag pattern. If you break this zone here, that's definitely going there. Little flaggy here. Chart this one. Chart this. SP 500 is fighting the zone really hard. It doesn't want to let it go so easy. Let's go, let's go. You guys are doing good? Like making money and learning, I guess. Yeah. Let's go, familia. Let's go. So remember, familia, if you guys are making money, do not trade anymore or go in the afternoon and trade the same account. You're gonna have that yo-yo effect. The market will be different in the afternoon, and your mindset right now is set for the morning. All right, that's why most people lose all the money. Almost $30 on your challenge. Amazing, 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 amazing. I'm up actually $19 because I took the buy here on the bottom, and I am up. Let's see, 19. Is it 19? Yeah, $19. All I want to do is just $60 on that, and then I stop. But if I don't make the $60, it's also okay. Like, it's okay. What's gonna count is at the end of the week, we're gonna like add up all those numbers, see where we're at, and then the week after, based on a percentage, we're gonna either continue or increase the percentage that we're gonna trade on that account. And we're just gonna repeat the same thing every week, and write those numbers, write it down. And you guys will see where these accounts are gonna be in the next 3 months from now. Even if in 12 months, if you, let's say you don't make the $100,000, if you have, let's say you do terrible on it, and you have $30,000, I mean, it's better than nothing, right? From $1,000, 30,000 in 1 year. 30. That's pretty good. And that's going through a lot of really terrible roadblocks, like going up and down and missing a bunch of stuff and losing. What this system is giving you is control over your trades. Most people burn a lot of money into trading because they lose control. They start pretty good, something happened, they look for another strategy, somebody will tell them something else, and they completely change something, and both, everything goes down. That's why most people like lose a lot of money. But when you follow a system and you just have that consistency, remember what I said earlier, consistency is what's going to bring you. And consistency, I'm not just talking about winning every single day or bringing green to your account, is following something consistent. That's what consistency is about. And when I tell you it's not about the numbers, it's not about the numbers, it's not about 5,500. No, it's not about that. Even if you can make consistent $20 every day, at the end of the week, that's $100. At the end of the month, it's $400. Just making $20 a day. You know, $400 pay for my groceries. You know what I mean? Like, $400 pay for my groceries. So if you can put just an hour every day to make $20, and that's gonna pay for your groceries in a month, hey, you know what I mean? You know how many people are doing part-time jobs out there that they dislike like crazy to bring 200, $300 extra at the end of the month so they can like pay for a cell phone or a credit card bill that they have? I'm gonna work part-time. I'm gonna go, I don't know, like sell fruits in a stand, for example, just to make X amount of money so I can pay credit card, just the interest. And I'm telling you, you just focus like in $20 a day. Little money like that fraction of, you can make $400 in a month. You know what I mean? The biggest problem is that we forget our goals. We forget what we're doing, and we're doing really good for 2 weeks, and then something happened. You got somebody whispering in our ears, "Hey, look at that! Look at this strategy. It's amazing." Oh, really? Let me try it out. Boom! The account goes to the floor. You're like, "Oh my God, what did I do? I spent 3 weeks lifting this up, and I just lost everything in 2 hours. Trading sucks." It's not trading. It's you. So again, the best part of these logs is that it keeps you aligned with what you got to do. So you're not losing focus. That's why I made my logs like my best friends for the longest time, because it reminds you, once you open the first page and you start reading, you know, and going through it every single day, it becomes your best friend. The logs, they keep you aligned every single day to what you want to do. Okay, perfect. Amazing, Renee. $27 total for today. 1 trade left. That's amazing. That's amazing what you just did there. That's a mentality. And let's say right now you can lose that trade. For example, the next one you can lose it, and you can end up with minus $20 in a day, and that is totally fine too. It's your first day, and you can have the same thing happening for 3 days, for example, and lose. Okay, what happened here is what you're getting out of it, the control of, like knowing when to stop and recording it. Because now with that data, you can now go and see what you did wrong and not repeat it the next day. It's funny, I was just talking before this session with a person that I met. He's a friend of another friend, and he was asking me about adding positions to a trade. And I asked him, like, why do you do that? What, like, the first question I asked him, what kind of trades are you doing? He said, I'm doing a scalping, and I add positions to a trade. And I spent probably like 20 minutes just explaining to this person how dangerous that is. Adding positions to a trade in a negative way. And the person understood, like, right? We went down to like numbers, and I showed him examples, and the person understood all of that. But I asked him for how long you have been doing this, and he said, I can't remember like when I started doing this stuff. But since I started doing this, I was like burning accounts up and down, left and right. And it goes back to having a log. If he had a log, he can go back and say, oh, I started doing this stuff 2 months ago, and have data to understand why he was burning accounts. But, you know, by just explaining to him what he was doing wrong, now he's going to be switching. to what he was doing before that was working for him. But if he was logging and writing things down, he would say, hey, I've been doing this thing for 2 months. It's not working. I gotta stop doing this stuff. That's the same thing with what I'm explaining to you right now. Like, even if you lose a trade for 3 days, you can go back at the end of the week and read it and say, I added positions to this trade that went on the negative. I should not do that. That's what helped me when I lost all that money back then. I grabbed my book that I was writing everything down like old school on my lunch at work. I was just reading. Honestly, I had no idea what I was doing wrong. I was just reading and reading and reading. I was like, wait a minute. I'm seeing the same pattern here of the same things on every losing trade. What about if I eliminate that? And it was something that I thought it was good. So we see it was in me. And I actually, when I tried to not do that, I remember that I felt terrible. I was like, no, I should do it now. And then I was like, no, wait a minute. That's what made me lose all these other trades. And I completely stopped. That little change started making huge change in my accounts. It wasn't just one thing, it was several things. But if I didn't log it, I wouldn't know. I would forget. So anyways, I hope you guys understand it, because it's what really makes a huge difference in me. And for those who got the log, you guys can see like the notes that I have also here. A lot of the stuff that I used to repeat to myself a lot. Every single day. My goodness. When I see it, it's like, wow. There, I didn't put all of them. I put the ones that I used to repeat to myself the most. It's pretty cool. Anyways. Right now, what I do say the most is what's in the blue book. I repeat that a lot across the day. You have to believe it to achieve it. You know what I mean? You have to believe what you speak out. Every single day, just be grateful and understand that you are a beautiful human being. No matter what people think about you, you're an amazing human being. You're beautiful. You gotta like kiss yourself every single day. Like just kiss yourself. Be grateful for being alive. Be grateful for your health. Be grateful for even the bad things that happen to you, because out of it, something good is gonna come out. Don't let absolutely anyone put you down. Okay? You are an amazing human being. You deserve the best at all times. If you're struggling right now, if you're going through like something that is bothering you, you don't see the light at the end of the tunnel, oh my God. You have no idea how many times I was there. I remember that I was at one point working in my old job, long time ago. And I used to be in this isolated place in a warehouse, just looking up. And I used to like literally pray, and I just saying, God, if you put me here, please get me out. And I had people around me every single day making me understand that I was worthless, because I was an immigrant, because I had all these things. And if your mindset is not strong enough, you start believing this stuff. I remember seeing a guy from the Philippines at one point that he used to work for Panasonic, and he came to Canada as an immigrant, and he was working there, and he had all the experience of the world. Super smart guy. And when he got to know me, he saw me. He said, "Man, so much talent wasted." That was the word that he said to me. So much talent wasted here. And I was like, "What?" I didn't believe what the positive things that he was saying to me, because I had so many people around me telling me the opposite or showing me the opposite. Literally. And I had to start making huge changing about what I believe. What I believe. Completely against. The first thing that I did was separate myself from those people that wanted to put me down. That was the first thing that I did. Completely separated me. So it was so crazy because at work they had this atmosphere like high school, where they have like this pack of people that they know the popular ones, and you want to be part of that pack, so you like feel protected. If you're not part of that pack, you're excluded, so they pick on you. So that was the first thing that I did. I separated myself from that pack, and as soon as I did that, they started picking on me. But luckily, I had people also that was, pretty good with me outside of that pack. And they gave me a lot of good advices. They gave me a lot of good things, They protected me as well. And I started focusing in getting together with more of these people that wanted to lift me up rather than put me down. And that's what's pretty much it. That's when I started making these big changes in my mind, and I started believing that I was more than what other people used to make me believe. That was the initial part of it. Then the education part, all that stuff started coming together. I had to navigate away from that, understanding what I wanted for my life, understanding that I deserve better. But if I was just sitting there waiting for things to fall from the sky into my laps, I would still be there today. So I had to put a lot of effort in educating myself. It was a big deal for me. So, but again, I had to do it. I had to do it. That's what I tell you, familia. Like, if you're surrounded with people that are making you feel like, let's say, a boss, sometimes even family members or anyone that make you feel bad every single day, you don't have to be mean about it. Just silently start to navigate in the other direction, not paying attention to the stuff that they want you to believe. No, you can't do that. You're not good for it. You're less. You're this. You're that. Don't. You don't have to be mean to them, but start to believe that you can. And you don't need to prove them either that they're wrong. The only person you need to prove is yourself, that you can do it. That's it. The worst that can happen is that you don't really make it in the time that you want, and you gather a bunch of experience, and that experience will help you to do something different. All right. I tell everyone that trading is not for everyone too. Like, everybody believe that trading is what? No. If trading is not working out for you, don't like try to convince yourself that trading is the only way. It's not. You can open a business and start selling apples. And all the stuff that you learn about supply and demand and all this stuff here will help you to sell apples. You know what I mean? What we're doing here is just a vehicle for you to get to the destination that you want to get. But there's so many vehicles out there. It's not just one thing. I tell you, trading is amazing, but it's not for everyone. Because then you fall into a place that you believe, this is the only way, this is the only way, this is the only way. For the meantime, you're just losing a lot of time and money in something that because somebody else is doing it, you believe you can do it too. All right. So be smart about it, and understand that if trading is not for you, you gotta like step out for a little bit and maybe try something different. But always keep searching, always keep moving, always believe that you can do it, because the day that you believe that you cannot, that will come your reality. That was my reality. I'm telling you, that was my reality. When I had so many people telling me I was worthless, you know, I was this, I was that, and I believed it. I believed that having a 9-to-5 job, it was the only way, because that's the stuff that they were doing, and they believed that, and they were speaking out of what they believed, and they wanted to convince me that that was the only way. And if I show them that I had something better than they had, my friend, I was the worst thing ever. I remember working in this place, and it was so funny, because when I was doing trading, I still have this job I was working on. And when I started making money silently, like really good money silently, and I was going on, for example, vacation. I was going on a vacation, and you know, with people that I feel comfortable talking, I remember saying how much money I paid for this vacation, and this person coming into my face and telling me, Luis, you know, I know how much money you make. Remember, I have access to all the accounting of the company. So they were telling me in my face that I was lying about it. And because I have a cap on my salary, I couldn't afford to go on this vacation. They had no clue what I was doing in trading. But you know what I mean? Like, it was like, whoa, wait a minute. Big eye opener. And that was a person that I trusted at work, a person that I was around the whole time. And this person who was silently telling me that I couldn't, and I wasn't good enough. Not about trading, but about anything that I would do. You know what I mean? So just be careful with the stuff that you feed yourself every day with information that you put in your mind, because this information can lift you up or bring you down really hard. In my case, I was brought down every single day, making me feel that I was worthless every single day, to the point that I believed it. And it takes a big effort once you're there to understand that you are an amazing human being, that you can achieve everything that you can. And if you are in a dark spot right now, that's not where you belong. You deserve better and greater things in life, more than what you got. You were not born for this. Don't you feel like it's crazy? Because I have friends that I talk about this stuff, and we all feel inside, we know that we deserve better. The fact that we are running through so many circumstances that are putting us down, we lose our jobs, we get sick, we get all these situations, and you know, we believe that we cannot get out of it, because as soon as we get out of one thing, we jump into something else that it was even worse. But what you're not paying attention is that the stuff that you're doing is the same thing over and over, and that's why you're falling into the same position all the time. You gotta like change a little bit, change something, try something different, read a book, go to a different environment, talk to different people, The worst mistake that a person can do is taking an advice from someone that has not achieved anything that you want to achieve. I tell you that much. The first thing that they're gonna say to you is that you're crazy. I'm trying trading. No, you're not gonna make it. You're crazy. Are you crazy? That's gambling. I'm going to invest on this. I'm going to open a business. I want to like do real estate. I do. No, are you crazy? You can't do that. That doesn't work. A person that has not done it. Ask a person that has a business. Ask a person that is doing trading successfully. Ask a person that is doing all this stuff. You know what they're going to say? Why you didn't do it before? Of course, go ahead. Go for it. You know what I mean? It's like a person that has like problems with their marriage asking to another person that has been divorced four times for an advice. Like, hello. So again, family, I'm just giving you all these hints and all this stuff because this is stuff that I've gone through. Asking for advice for a person that has not achieved anything, that is failure. Well, you know what they're gonna talk to you about? Their own experiences. That's all they're gonna share with you. Their own experiences, failures, one after the other. And that person probably did the same thing as you. He went to another person who failed in many things and got an advice from a person that failed in many things. So the whole cycle just repeats. You know what I mean? And there you go. Liquidity drawn, familia. That's what I was waiting for. Liquidity drawn here. There you go. Go. Go, familia. There you go. There you go. Liquidity drawn and buying. That's what I was waiting for. You see the number here? That's what I was waiting for. I want to see how it's going to now interact here, this stuff. If it's going to try to go back to it or not. Wow, I was waiting for it for so long. Let's go, my friends. Go, yeah, you go. Let's go. So my buy, I activated my buy. Buying. And now I can leave it alone to the moon. If it does fall beyond the point that I told you guys about, I'm going to get out of this transaction. If not, all the way to the top. I was waiting for that. Renee, I hope you got that last trade for you. Make sure you do trailing stop on this. I'm doing the same thing. Trailing stop this entire transaction. And leave it alone. Leave it alone, my friend. Leave it alone. But anyways, yeah, familia. Let's not wait. Josh, are you taking this? That's exactly the transaction I was waiting for. The liquidity drawn here, and poof, the reaction. I got into the buy on my CFDs, and now I just gotta wait. See how it goes. I'm gonna protect this transaction right away in case I decide to pull down. I'm not losing this trade. want to leave it alone. If it does a pullback, I'm making some money and instead of losing the trade. It can do a pullback. This here is probably the reaction of many traders waiting for that liquidity drawn as well. The mistake that most of these people do is not managing this transaction properly. So if sellers are in control, total control, they will push the market completely down. If not, we are in the money. I am in the money right now. I am up almost $40. Let's wait. And financial use, Trump. I'm considering renewing Project Freedom. Iran said the US will have to remove the nuclear dust. Ay, ay, ay. Nuclear dust. That sounds dangerous. Oh boy. Anybody buying with me here? Anybody buying? Bum, 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 bum. Amazing, 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 amazing. I got another IPEX account to trade. I stick to what I have with my 25. Cool. If you stick to what you have, that's all good. I'm up by 42 bucks so far. Into that buy. I explained that that's what I was waiting for on my CFDs, the liquidity drawn under Asia and London, and that was a transaction I took to the moon and locked in the profits. So I'm just trailing stopping this stuff. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen to the top, but the profit the market cannot take it from me. Hell no. Nope. Oh boy. To the moon. If the market kicking me out, I'm good. I have an afternoon session. I can trade and make a little bit more than 60. That's only my second trade. I still have one more to make. But if I hit $60, I'm done. And tomorrow I repeat. And then by Friday we'll know where I am. And I write that down. Remember, this is only a baby step to what we're gonna be getting here, so it is pretty cool. Ah, you know what, familia? On the 25th, I said I'm gonna be traveling to the States on. I was gonna go on the 18th, but now I'm moving it to the 25th. When I'm doing that, I might not trade that week on this thing. I might do some Asia, probably London, maybe for the VIP. Asia is moving pretty good, so I might do Asia and trade maybe trade gold. Then on the 18th, going to Europe for the first time, and there, um, probably I will trade, but it will be in London because now time is shifting for me there, and I don't know if I will trade New York. I don't know. That will be weird. Me trading New York in the afternoon. Oh my god, that would be so weird. So weird. But I'll try. Yes. That would be so cool to try New York in the afternoon. First time. Wow. Welcome to my world. Renee, like, I don't know how you do this, man. Like, it's cool, I guess. But that buy entry, that's killing the market right now. I'm just trailing, stopping this stuff. Great to trade London. And those for the yeah, I'll trade those sessions like on the 18th. The 18th is a Thursday. I'm traveling there on the 18th, so I'll be there Friday, which is the 19th. Then having this event on the 20th. But then the Monday, the next week, I'm gonna be moving around a lot, so I'm not sure how's that gonna work out. I will let you guys know by then. I don't know yet. It's been we are quite far. Looks like it wants to react to the downside, literally. Thinking about also going to Sri Lanka quite a lot. Having a lot of these discussions with the family. Going to Sri Lanka or doing something in June 24th, 25th. Yesterday, we were just talking about it heavily. Either Thailand or Sri Lanka, one of the twos. What is this market doing? Come on. When you're trailing stopping, do you do it? Yeah, manually, of course. Everything is manually. I don't not do anything with the ATMs anymore because I'm doing group trading, right? That's on futures, but on my CFDs, I do it also manually sometimes. If not, I have already magic keys. This trade, I'm not doing it with magic keys because it's a different account and it's a procedure I gotta do to get magic keys running on it. And I just did it because it's the first one, but I probably will set it up for this week. But magic keys is way better because it does the calculations, like the 2%, all the stuff automatic. I don't have to like do anything. And it set up my take profits, does everything. I just have not, because I haven't been trading my real money account for quite some time now. And when I do, I just do it manually anyways. But I will set it up with magic keys. This is way better. Way better. I don't have to worry about calculating anything. As a matter of fact, it is the best tool to use it with a log. It does the risk management for you. But right now, this trade, I'm doing it manually right now. Price is trying to break that zone and respecting it. It is still not in the sell zone. Like, if you guys see my screen here, there's still a little bit more room to move to sell, like here. If you guys are trying to sell, it is kind of like doing a channel. That's why you guys see that reaction there. I'm gonna move this here so you guys understand this here. See? It looks like a negative wave. It looks like a negative wave pushing to the downside, yeah. Funnel. Elliott wave 4. Elliott wave 4, and then pushing down further. That's what it looks like. Ay, ay, ay. Let's go, familia. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. You said, where do I put it? My trailing stop, Angie. I live approximately like 20-30 points away from where the price is. So right now you're looking at the 1 minute time frame. So what you should do is always try to throw a channel in it. And in those retracements, let's say from here to here, try to do a channel, right? Whenever you see a pullback happening and a confirmation that is respecting that pullback and then pushing back higher, then you put your stop loss below that position. But right now, because there's no pullback and I'm trailing stopping this thing, I'm doing right now 20-30 points, moving it slowly up and leaving the market some space to flow, because they need to flow. So when I see a pullback, I don't want to get out of the transaction. So right now my stop loss is below the previous day closing price, is right here. You see how this thing is like buy zone and sell zone? What I try to do is put my stop losses below this area, just in case it comes down and it reacts to this, push up again, I'm not out. But if it decides to push them further down, then I'm out in profits. That's why I'm following this a lot. So I don't pay attention to the price. What I do pay attention is to the candle formations here. So I go into my CFDs and I know where I am and I just put it there. You know what I mean? Because I can be doing futures, I can be doing anything, and the price is going to be different, but the candles will be similar. So I just follow the candle formations and I move my areas there. For example, if this thing falls down, boom, if it give me confirmation like that is going to respect this and push up, amazing. Now we got a nice support. But if it doesn't, it just push into the upside non-stop. And we don't know how far this thing can go. And it can be just one candle, like poof, going all the way down. Many things can happen. Elliott wave 4, yeah, that's what it looks like. 1, 2, 3, 4. It should not break this point. It should not. So this could be an Elliott wave 5 then pushing down. It should not break this point. If it doesn't, you don't want to. And this is counter trend trading. So if this market decides to push down, then it's something else. It's a counter trend because the market is pushing to the upside, major trends to the upside. So if you're trading against it, it's counter trend, right? Elliott wave is a counter trend strategy. Elliott wave is a counter trend strategy. And if you are going, if you are doing a trend following strategy, you got to use EMAs or EMAs, like moving averages. That's the best thing to do if you are following the trend. If you're a trend follower person, then you do that. It's the safest thing to do, to tell you the truth. That's why with Elliott wave, the majority of the times I do step lock in Elliott waves. Whenever I'm trading and whenever I'm cashing an Elliott wave, what I would do, I look at the higher time frames to understand where's the market heading to, like where it's like pushing, right? And if I catch an Elliott wave that is pushing in favor of the major trend, then I do full risk of the major trend. But if it's again an Elliott wave that is pushing against the major trend, then I do a step lock. All right. Trying to respect the area there. The good thing about Elliott waves is that, for example, if you're catching an Elliott wave that is going with the trend, the Elliott wave 3 will be the longest one, and most of the time will be the longest one, and they will be with a big impulse, like really strong. If you are catching an Elliott wave that is like counter trend, like counter to the major trend, usually you will see a lot of different type of Elliott waves, like pushing down. Let's say the major trend is pushing up and you are catching an Elliott wave pushing down. It will be usually funnels, like all kinds of different shapes. And that's where you got to use your really deep in Elliott wave skills. Because when he's doing a counter trend Elliott wave, usually it is most of the time a type of correction that is happening. And you will catch a triangle correction, you will catch all kinds of corrections, zigzags, flats, like all this stuff. And that's when you got to bring your A game. When it's with the trend, almost like 8 out of 10 times, it will be a very nice Elliott wave with a very long Elliott wave 3, like perfect. It's really cool when you can like look at the cycles of the Elliott waves and just like leave it on the screen, know where you are. That's what I use Elliott wave as my roadmap. Like I'm not changing this stuff so much. Like I did literally do an analysis, leave it on, and I can work with that analysis for weeks if I can. on the higher scale. The lower scales, when I'm doing the scalping, it changes a lot. So I gotta like know where I am and then trade that. So if the Elliott waves are going down this morning, will you do the opposite this afternoon? Probably. Well, you gotta see where you are. You gotta measure. I can't tell you yes or no. You gotta measure. It can happen. Everything. Okay, look at this picture. You have these fundamentals that are news events, like everything that is going and injecting sentiment into the market, right? You got to pay attention to that. If nothing is flowing in the air like today, then the market becomes very technical. So if it becomes very technical, this is where the strategies and all that thing fall in place, and you got to see, is it following an Elliott wave? What kind of Elliott wave is following this into? Did it already grab liquidity at the bottom or not? Is it chasing liquidity? All that stuff, you gotta like understand it and see what is the market after. And then once you understand that well, then you can trade. You understand? Because for example, right now the market is consolidating. When we came into the morning, the first thing that I said, what is the market gonna be doing all day today? Just a quick example. You can see the replay. I said it's going to be consolidated, right? Well, that's what it does before CPI. So what is the market doing in a much higher time frame? And if I go into the 5-minute time frame, what is the market doing? Consolidating. As you guys see, it's been in this same range over and over. So if you understand that picture, that is consolidating, right? Then you got to see where you are in this consolidating room. In the afternoon, if the market is on the top, it might come down. If the market is at the bottom in the afternoon, it might go up. You just need to understand where you are. You know what I mean, Jellybean? And that scenario can change from day to day. If it's a trending day, can't say that in the afternoon it will go in one direction. You gotta like understand what the market is doing so you can predict it better. Like last week, for example, the air was blowing to the upside no matter what. So many events happened, like good things with Apple, Donald Trump sending tweets and all kinds of different things. You know how many people were trading against the market thinking that the market was just going to collapse? Actually, I was doing a session with the Royals and I took 2 trades against the market where I lost like $450. And then one trade I was able to recover and then make another $500 just in favor of the trend. And it was doing higher highs all the time. It was doing higher highs and all-time highs. And when the price is doing all-time highs, you have no idea when this thing is going to collapse. And all I did is just follow the crowd. I bought it. The market did both one big push to the upside, got me out of the whole one single trade, plus $500 in profit. So I had 2 losses. No, the first one was $189. I won, then I lost for $150 in 2 trades. Then I won. It was like a total of like $900 and something. So I won the $450 plus another $500, and that was it. So 2 win, 2 losses. But I had to understand what the market was doing, right? And it was all because of Apple did a nice deal to build some microprocessors and a bunch of other stuff that happened. And I wasn't looking at that event. I didn't know that, right? I knew it after because everyone was wondering, why is the market pushing higher high when everything, including the price of oil, was like over $100. Yeah, I think it was like 106, and it was still, everything was just pumping up. So you got to like do that research and find out. And even in financial use, there wasn't nothing related to the war. But when you start digging into the companies, then you, oh, look at that, Apple. They were just pumping. All right, so it's 11 a.m. and it is in a channel right now. We don't know if it's gonna fall down. I am up by 47 bucks on my challenge. I will wait at this point for the market to do what it's supposed to do. And I'll leave it alone. Anyways, familia, I'm gonna stop the session now. It's been over 2 hours, so I gotta go get something to eat. All right, I will get back to you guys later in the afternoon. Okay, have a blessed day. Take care, familia.